This week on 49ers Sac-Hi Sports, it's the final week of the regular season, and we have the big game highlights. We'll show you St. Mary's taking on Lincoln, Folsom meeting Granite Bay, and Sacramento battling Vista del Lago.
You'll see lots of playoff volleyball matchups, including Placer taking on Woodland, water polo with Jesuit and Davis, plus the story of the Lincoln running back and how football has saved both him and his dad. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Braunstein. We start things off this week in the Valley Oak League, where Manteca and Oakdale come into the week with just 2 losses on the season, but both of those losses are to teams on the top of the division.
So it's a battle for that third place spot. Manteca's Elijah Cotta led the team in yards and scores in the Buffaloes' loss to Kimball last week. Oakdale put up 62 points in the Mustangs' shutout win over Weston Ranch. It's the Mustangs and Buffaloes Friday night.
Tracy area sports coverage is presented by Tracy Toyota off Freeway 205 in Tracy, with you all the way.
Here in Oakdale on Friday night, where the Mustangs play host to the Manteca Buffaloes and end the season on a high note. In the Mustangs' opening drive, Jackson Holt rolls to his right, looks downfield, throws to the end zone to Kevin Camelin, who secures the catch in front of 2 defenders. Oakdale takes the lead 7-0. Now late in the second quarter, Holt takes the snap, looks to his left, throws a bomb up high to none other than Camelin once again for the score. Nothing he can do about it. 13-0 into the second half. The Mustangs don't take their foot off the gas. Mason Gilton breaks not 1 but 2 tackles and gets finally taken down at the Buffaloes' 35-yard line on that same drive. We continue to the fourth quarter. The Mustangs not only can air the ball but run it too, as Camelin takes it up the left side untouched to score his 3rd touchdown of the game. 19-0 Oakdale. After the score, the Mustangs would go for the 2-point conversion and run the ball again, but this time it's Jace Rao, as he also goes untouched to deplete any hope for Buffaloes getting into this game. They go up 21 points. Manteca trying to get something going as Wyatt tries to go up high, but gets hit as he throws, and the ball falls right into the hands of Mason Gilton as he tries to take it back, but gets pushed out of bounds. The Mustangs would take advantage of the interception as the ball gets handed to Brian Delt, and he is off to the races. No defenders in sight for the easy touchdown to put this game on ice. You love to see it there, celebrating with his teammates. Oakdale on a roll. Manteca trying to avoid the shutout as they try to put some points on the board, but gets sacked on 4th down, and that will just about do it as the Mustangs manage to keep Buffalo out of the end zone the entire game and go on to end the regular season with a win with a final score of 28-0.
Nick Pecoraro in Folsom Friday. 15 section championships and 5 state titles between Folsom and Granite Bay. Here we go. First quarter, Granite Bay strikes first on an efficient drive capped by this short score by C.J. Herring. 7-0 Grizzlies. Second quarter, QB Noah Mitchum floats a 24-yarder to tight end James Stabbert. Great name on Halloween weekend. Granite Bay up 14-0, but here comes Folsom. Sophomore QB Austin Mack connects with Justin Arnaz, who takes a big hit from Dominic Suarez, short of the goal line, but Teray Hendrick picks it up from here with a 2-yard score. That makes it 14-7. Later in the half, Granite Bay driving, and Mitchum finds a wide open Zach Annis for an 8-yard score, and the Grizzlies go back up 21-7. But Folsom wasn't done in the first half. This is Hendrick again for his 2nd score of the night. Folsom goes into the locker room down 21-14 now. But this is the first play of the second half. Folsom's looking to get back in this game, but it's Dominic Suarez with the pick. His 3rd interception of the season sets up Granite Bay, and on the first play of the drive, it's C.J. Herring again. Trick or treat. Give me something good to eat. Herring king sizes it here with a 50-yard touchdown run. I'm a peanut butter Snickers guy myself. Granite Bay up 28-14. But this is Folsom's blue turf, and they're not going away just yet. Fourth quarter, Carter Martinelli hits tight end Walker Lyons. He'll be playing on Saturdays in a couple years. 20-yard score brings the Bulldogs within a touchdown. But Granite Bay puts it away as R.J. Borges boots a 37-yard field goal to put the Grizzlies up 31-21. That's the final. It's Granite Bay's first win ever against Folsom, and the Grizzlies seal 2nd place in the SFL.
We just had to lean on each other more than anything. Like, we had a new coach, new system. We just had to learn. bounce back off each other.
The whole season we've been doubted, from new coaching staff, new everything. This game, they were supposed to win that game. But we came out, had a great week of practice, and we did our thing. We won that game.
Heading to the court now for the first round of the Sac-Joaquin section playoff. 7th-seeded Woodland Christian taking on the 10th seed Liberty Ranch. The Hawks jump out to an early lead in the first. Carly Furtado sets up the 6'5" freshman Rachel Smith. Did I mention she was 6'5"? There Rachel is with the block. It's a 10-6 Hawk lead. On the Cardinals side, it goes Tegan Pipkin, Ryan Hedrick, Riley Zuniga, and the Cards rally back to win the set. Sarah Silsby with the dig. Hedrick sets up Lauren Rosen, and Lauren crushes it from the back row. Dub C wins the first set, 25-17. Again, it's Liberty Ranch with a quick lead in the second set when Furtado sets up Jess Lawton in the quarter, 5-1 Hawk advantage. Then it goes Peyton Snow, Furtado, Rachel Smith again, 6'5" freshman. And the Hawks have another freshman making an impact on this Liberty Ranch team. Her name is Peyton Snow, and she's killing it in her first high school season. Hawks and Cards tied at a set apiece. Pipkin keeps it in play, and Hedrick, what finesse as Ryan tips it over. The Cardinals' back row was putting on a dig clinic. Pipkin, Hedrick, Zuniga, Riley would lead her team in kills at the end of this match. The teams going back and forth in the third set. But Liberty Ranch would be the first to 25. Snow and Furtado switch places as Peyton sets up Carly. And Peyton Snow goes off in the fourth and final set to propel her team to the next round. First going from the right side and then the left. Liberty Ranch upsets the Cardinals in 4. We talked to that freshman, Peyton Snow, post-match.
I was really looking forward to playing on varsity as a freshman this year, so making playoffs and winning our first game is really big for us. I mean, we have a great potential, and I think our team can go a long way.
Big crowd on hand to watch two top area programs go at it for a late non-league showdown between Jesuit and Davis. Davis jumps out to a 3-0 lead. Here's one of Johnny Volketzer's 3 goals in the game. As he one-hops the shot in, Jesuit would get on the board here as Chuck Jolly scores on the nice pass by Ethan Smith. 3-1 Blue Devils. Second quarter, Davis misses the shot as it goes off the crossbar and right to Jackson Harris, who pushes water and ball into goal. 5-1 Davis. Jesuit would get one back here when Devin Chamarga throws it to the net, and Jolly redirects the shot into the back of the net. It's now 5-3 Blue Devils. Davis gets a 3-goal lead back when JT Daughtry dumps it to Johnny Volketzer, who puts it past the keeper. 7-4 Davis in the third. Marauders down 4 until Keegan Moore gets a hold of the ball and is able to rise up and score it for the Jesuit. It's now 9-5 Davis when Pfeiffer scores here. Halfway in the fourth, Ryan Pfeiffer, fighting off a cramp, was able to get his body up and help redirect the shot into the goal for the one-timer. Ryan had 4 goals in the game. But the star of the game was this man for Davis in between the pipes. Juan Ramirez stops 15 shots on goal. What an incredible sequence of events that happened here. No soup for you! I had to say it, I'm sorry I had to. But also, the dishes are done, man. Davis wins by 4.
Time now for the Players of the Week. These players are chosen for their standout performances from games played last week. Our first Player of the Week is Janiyah Jackson from Cosumnes Oaks. Naya broke her school's all-time single-game kill record in the Wolfpack's league title game last week with 43 kills. Naya also tallied up 8 digs and 4 blocks. Shout out to Naya's setter, Allison Ito, who also had 63 assists.
43 kills.
43.
That's amazing. Our second Player of the Week is Willie Clifton from Kimball High School. Kimball beat a very good Manteca team last week, and Willie scored 3 times in the game. Willie racked up 183 yards on 11 catches on passes from quarterback Nicholas Coronado. Willie Clifton and Janiyah Jackson, this week's Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us important tips so athletes can perform at their very best.
Here's Dr. Joseph Donnelly with this week's Stanford Health Tip.
A healthy and balanced diet provides many benefits, including increased muscle strength and endurance. But more recently, we are developing an understanding of the importance of sleep and its effect on an athlete. Recent sports medicine studies suggest that a lack of sleep can put the athlete at higher risk for musculoskeletal injury, as well as an increase in the intensity and length of post-concussion symptoms. With schoolwork, sports, friends, and family all requiring time out of the day for a student athlete, it is sleep that is often sacrificed. Having a consistent sleep schedule and even a 30-minute nap during the day will help your athletic performance.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game, Sacramento battles Vista del Lago.
Then it's the girls from Placer and Woodland meeting in the first round of the playoffs when 49ers Sac-Hi Sports returns.
At Tracy Toyota, we're not just devoted to selling cars. We're committed to our community. We're donating $100,000 to help local organizations in Tracy. We call it Champions Thanking Heroes. We also donated to the Toyota U.S. Paralympic Fund to support and empower these extraordinary athletes. Check out our great lineup of new Toyotas. Our certified used cars come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Shop in person or at tracytoyota.com. Tracy Toyota, with you all the way.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Touchdown! San Francisco!
We gon' get out what we got mad at. Many have tried, but many have failed. The 49ers got the livest fans in the NFL. I tried to tell them we back and we never left and we got heart. Levi Stadium starting to feel like Candlestick Park. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
The Sacramento Dragons are having their best season in school history. Sac-Hi is 8-1 on the season and hope to secure the second place spot in league.
But the Dragons have to get through Vista del Lago. The Eagles met up with the Dragons in Folsom Friday night, and our Brian Mueller was there to tell us all about it in the first SunPower Electric game.
Electric game.
Robert and Aubrey, not only are these two teams tied for second in the Capital Athletic League, but at least on paper, they're about as evenly matched as they come. Case in point, in league play, the Dragons' point differential is 39, the Eagles, 41.
Our SunPower Electric game should be a high-scoring one no matter who comes out on top. Vista features senior running back Tyler Peterson, who has already gone for more than 1,300 yards on the ground and 13 touchdowns. As for the Dragons, they have a pretty good back as well. Sophomore Lamar Radcliffe is a load. He's run for nearly 1,600 yards and 18 scores. Our SunPower Electric game, also senior night at Vista del Lago, so it's fitting that some seniors were setting the tone. Already 7-0 Vista when Jacob Hollingshouse finds Nolan Goodwin for the score. It's 13-0. But the Dragons start catching up early in the second. Radcliffe, a clear path to pay dirt, 13-6. Eagles counter on their next drive. Hollingshouse to Matt Long, a 25-yard strike, and it's 26. Still in the second. Sack back on the attack. Radcliffe breaks free. He's in for a second score of the game. It's 20-13. The Eagles, though, with another answer. Peterson has open pastures down the middle. That's a 38-yard run, and his fellow senior Hollingshouse finishes off the drive with a run of his own. Vista back up by 2 scores. Dragons trying to cut into the lead right before the half, but Aiden Santos takes it the other way, and he will go almost all the way out of bounds at the 1. He had 2 picks in the game. Just 9 seconds left in the half, but the Eagles score on the very next play. Hollingshouse to Dominic Polari. Vista takes a 33-13 lead into the half. But the Dragons come out hot after halftime. The battering ram, Radcliffe, just running over the defense. He had 304 yards and 4 touchdowns. That one makes it 33-20. Then, late in the third, Naaman Branyan fires a bullet to Devin Stevens, and we have a 1-score game. That's still the case midway through the fourth, but then Jacob says, "Not in my Hollingshouse," puts this game away with his 4th touchdown toss, this one to Zuri Franklin, and Vista del Lago locks up second in the league, 47-33 the final. Hollingshouse with 6 total touchdowns.
They had a lot of athletes, but I think we out-schemed them pretty well, and our receivers, O-line, running backs, we all performed really well tonight. So, I mean, I think we all played really good together as a team, and, you know, we got the good win tonight.
El Capitan took the 2-hour bus trip to Roseville Tuesday night for some D2 first-round playoffs. I'm Mark Willis. Out of the gate, Roseville came out swinging. Riley Gustus sets it to Shelby Butters, whose shot goes down the line for the kill. Then it's a nice defensive play by Chara Deary with the block and keeps it alive. And over to Ansley Matry, who goes back to Deary for the kill. Roseville up 1-0. Second set, Wendy Vang sets it to Gianna Velhus, who smacks it through the wickets. Then El Capitan's Vang sets up Hannah Morazade, who helps finish off the second set with this nice push shot into open area. On to the third set. Morazade gets a nice assist by Felicia Parker, who shoots a missile down the outside line, and this would be too hot to handle. In the fourth set, Tigers down 2-1. Gustus sets it to Gracie Amos, who slams it through the defense. At one point, Roseville trailed by 10. This hit here by Amos helps the Tigers get it down to 2. But the Gauchos have an outside hitter who is 5'5" and is a powerful hitter around the net. But it was Hannah's defense that would be the difference here, as Morazade's only block of the game came on match point. She scores the final point, and the team from Merced, the Gauchos from El Capitan, win in 4 sets. I caught up with Hannah after the game.
We've done pretty well in league so far. I feel like a lot of our success is due to just us wanting to work together. We only have one senior this year. We want to give her everything we can, so we feel we owe it to her. And it feels really good to come out here and just play the way we know how to play.
Nick Pecoraro bringing you the 8-9 matchup in the Sac-Joaquin section Division IV girls volleyball bracket. It's Colfax visiting Dixon. Here we go, first set. Dixon looking strong early as Gracie Gabby, not too shabby on that backline hit. Rams in front early, but Colfax is gritty. Check out Macy Hyman getting on the floor, and then Maddie Albee doing the same. Great awareness here. Dixon thinks the play's over, but Colfax shows good things come to those who wait. Colfax kept it close, but it's Katie Peterson who slams the door shut as Dixon takes set 1, 25-23. Second set now. This is when Maddie White starts heating up for Dixon. The Rams' leading hitter gets this one to go as Dixon tries to climb out of an early hole in the second, and hustle plays like this one from number 10, Brenda Minguez help. She keeps the play alive and gives Dixon an easy point. Kayla Kennedy to Casey Vaughn to Maddie White. White led all players with 15 kills and 17 digs, and set point here, an errant serve goes out of bounds, and Dixon goes up 2-0. The Barnyard is loving it. Get on somebody's shoulders if you're fired up. Third set we go. Colfax is not going to go down without a fight. That's number 12, Ava Dunleavy hammering one home off the block. She had 9 kills on Tuesday. And then some defense. Number 7, Yuba Roach says, "You shall not pass." One of 5 blocks for Roach, and Colfax takes the third set, 25-21. Fourth set now, Katie Peterson powers one off the block, one of her 9 kills. And match point now, Janie Ming with the dig, Casey Vaughn with the set, and Gracie Gabby finishes exactly how she started it. Chaos ensues inside the barn. Dixon wins 3-1 and advances to the Division IV quarterfinals.
Coming up, you'll meet this week's inspirational athlete. It's Jonah Coleman from Lincoln of Stockton.
But first, take a look at our Sac-Joaquin section girls volleyball top 10 poll.
Every day, the sun comes up. And right on cue, the work begins. We start every morning, knowing full well we are in it for the long haul. Our work is a labor of love. No task too small, no moment uncherished. And although we're not often thanked, we rest knowing that our work is making a brighter future. This is more than milk.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Delta and Forest Hill come into the week with just 1 league loss, both being to league leader Woodland Christian. Delta is led by quarterback Jake Feldman, who has over 1,000 passing yards this season.
Yeah, and Forest Hill running back Kieran Hammer has scored 9 touchdowns this season. It's Forest Hill meeting Delta Friday night.
Friday Night Lights in Forest Hill as the Wildfires host the Saints from Delta. They start them young up here. Opening drive, Delta works the ball down inside the 5-yard line. As the inside handoff fools everyone, Isaiah Rubio scores 7-0 Saints. Forest Hill with the ball down 7, but not for long as they give it to Matthew Nance, and he scores from 30 yards out, showing off some great moves. 2-point conversion good, 8-7. Rubio punches in from a few yards out, and Delta goes back up top, 15-8. Still in the first quarter, Wildfires go to the air. Mercado goes deep to Cole Keon from 48 yards out. He hits him in stride. It's now a 1-point game. In the second quarter, Wildfires take a 22-15 lead here on this nice throw and catch by Ben Mercado to Amon Aldrich, who gets it hit right at the goal line, but he's in. Forest Hill with the lead. Delta chips away and ends up taking the lead with 2 minutes to go before the half. Jake Fieldheim calls his own number and is in. Saints get the 2-point conversion and lead it. Third quarter, Forest Hill goes up 30-23 on this running score by Kieran Hammer. Little love from the fans. Hammer time from 7 yards out. Delta in the fourth scores on this great play fake by Fieldham to a wide open Hunter Binns in the corner of the end zone. It's now 30-29 Wildfires. Forest Hill answers back from a yard out. Hammerman Kieran T. Hammer nails the D to the wall, and the Wildfires go up 36-29. But Delta responds. Rubio's third score of the game. Saints down 1, so they go for 2. What the heck? Let's run it again. Rubio up the gut again. The 2-point conversion is good. 37-36. Rubio said what's up to the student section, but there's still 5 minutes to go in the game. Forest Hill uses that time to work the ball down the field. Mercado to the air and connects with Aldrich again. Wildfires looking good. Then Hammerman Kieran, who scores the go-ahead touchdown from 16 yards out, and that would do it. The dishes are done, man. Forest Hill defeats Delta in a thriller, 42-37.
Each week, we bring you stories of athletes who inspire us.
Brian Mueller introduces us to a Lincoln High running back who is using football to give his family a brighter future.
Jonah Coleman is listed as a running back, but when the Lincoln senior gets the ball, it's more like a running attack.
One man can't take me down. It's gonna take multiple people to get me. I can block, I can catch, I can pretty much do anything. I don't kind of consider myself a running back, but I'm a running back. I'm a weapon.
I concur. He is. Whether it's running the ball, catching the ball, tackling the ball, intercepting the ball, returning the football, he's one of those kind of guys for us.
His arsenal versatile enough to be considered one of the top all-purpose backs in the country, running for more than 3,000 yards in his career and catching nearly 1,000 yards worth of passes. But long before Jonah was running through defenses, it was a stroll through a Stockton park that started it all, when a 7-year-old Jonah saw some kids doing push-ups.
So I just went over there and I joined the line. I was doing push-ups with them, and coach was doing a roll call, and he came by me, and he's like, "Who are you?" It's like, "I'm Jonah." He's like, "Well, are you signed up?" I was like, "No, I didn't know that I have to sign up for anything. What's this?" He's like, "Well, this is football." Called my dad, he came and signed me up. I was out there the next day. That's when it all started.
And he's been running ever since. But Jonah's life hasn't always been a walk in the park, growing up in a rough part of Stockton.
My family's not as fortunate and stuff, and sometimes we can't get things that we need, or just like things going on around, just the environment that I'm living in. Stockton, dangerous, violent, and just seeing people around you pass and stuff like that.
Violence has been a constant theme in Jonah's life, but he refuses to give in to it. Rather, he channels it.
You can either be violent in the streets or you can be violent in the sports. So I'm violent in the sports, and I feel like I can express like my anger and just basically all the pain that I got built up inside when I'm playing football.
Emotions that Jonah learned at far too young an age. This is Jonah's father, Jamon Coleman.
Growing up like where he was raised at, and he's seen a lot.
One of those things was seeing his father get shot. Jamon used to be affiliated with gangs, and one night when Jonah was young, things went south at a party.
Then before I knew it, gunfire erupted to where there was bullets riddled through Jonah's room, bullets through our whole house.
One of the bullets hit Jamon near his spine, putting him in a wheelchair. He had to learn how to walk again.
I didn't have feeling in my legs for a while. Then one day he jumped on my lap, and I was like, "Dude, that hurt. What'd you do that for?" And he said, "Dad, you can feel your legs." And so I kind of like started to cry a little bit because it was like, if it wouldn't be for him jumping on my lap, I wouldn't even notice that I was getting feeling back into my legs at the time.
Jonah then gave his father a leg to stand on through football. Jamon left his old life behind to start coaching his son.
He kind of helped save my life in so many ways, because I don't know if it wouldn't be for me helping Jonah with his training at a young age to get to where he was, I probably would have still been involved with the same stuff and doing the same thing. But I had somebody that was actually looking me in my eyes every day, wanting to learn more, wanting to do more, wanting to be better.
It's a path that Jonah is still on. He's committed to play at Arizona next year and is determined to make it to the NFL, running down a dream that would mean a better reality for Jonah and his family.
Seeing your parents struggle and you sad that you can't get certain stuff, and they have to work jobs, sacrifice time from their children and things like that. I just don't want to see my parents like that. I just don't want them to have to ever work again or worry for nothing.
I'm proud of him. You know, he's been a truly blessing in our family, and you know, we're all rooting for him to succeed and make it as far as possible.
Reporting in Stockton, Brian Mueller, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Jonah says it still hasn't sunk in yet that he will be playing Pac-12 football at this time next year, and he says he's planning on making an immediate impact as a freshman.
Yeah, and his life is about to change.
Yes.
Yes, for the better. Coming up, our Mattress Firm Perfect Match with Casa Roble and Dixon.
But first, here's this week's Spirit Corner featuring the cheer team from Kimball High School.
Many have failed. The 49ers got the livest fans in the NFL. I tried to tell them we back and we never left and we got heart. Levi Stadium starting to feel like Candlestick Park. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang.
Michael bought a bed without talking to a Mattress Firm sleep expert. He can't sleep. Now he's thinking he's forgetting something.
Dad?
For real sleep, go to Mattress Firm and unjunk your sleep.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium. 3 teams in the Golden Empire League enter the week with 3-1 league records. Dixon and Casa Roble are 2 of those teams, and they meet on the final game of the regular season. Dixon likes to throw the ball. Quarterback Jet Harris has thrown for over 1,500 yards this season, a bulk of those passes going to his favorite receiver, Mark Bernard.
Jason Lindahl and Cole Owens is Casa's perfect match for quarterback and receiver. Speaking of which, Mattress Firm wants to help you find a perfect match for your mattress. The battle between Casa Roble and Dixon is this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match.
The Dixon Rams stampeding onto the field for the Golden Empire League title game with Casa Roble. First quarter, quarterback Jet Harris with the lateral pass to Braden Bombach. Braden weaving in and out of traffic for the big gain. And the Rams score on that very same drive as Harris rolls right and connects with Mark Bernard, who scampers in for the touchdown. 7-0 Rams. And the defense keeps Casa scoreless after a quarter of play when Brent Green comes down with the interception. Brent gets a little room to run but gets taken down by Josh Taylor and a few Casa Rams. The Green interception allows for this: a Jet Harris, Mark Bernard 19-yard touchdown reception. Dixon goes on top 14-0. But Casa gets on the board before the half when Jason Lindahl pitches it to Daniel Renner. Daniel squeezes his way into the end zone to make it a 14-7 game at the halfway point. Then in the third, it's Josh Taylor with the handoff. He goes up the gut and picks up the first down. Josh punches it in a few plays later. The extra point is blocked, so Dixon has the 1-point advantage, and it stays that way. Casa Roble now on its final drive. Lindahl keeps it for himself and picks up a big first down down to enter Dixon territory. 12 seconds left. Casa 5 yards out. Malachi Martinez is given a straight shot at the quarterback, and that was huge. Down by 1. A field goal can win it for Casa. The kick is blocked, and that is how this one ends. Dixon takes home the Golden Empire League title on the blocked field goal. Joe Davidson from the Sac-Hi was there to chat with those Rowdy Rams.
All right, we're here at Dixon High School, the home of the Golden Empire League champions. Here you go. So the Dixon Rams are led by a quarterback named Jet Harris. That might be the best nickname around. That's real. What you have a terrific target, and Mark Bernard. What you guys worked some pretty good magic in a game that you deserved every inch.
Yep, we worked as hard as we can all week, and then we just came out and got it done.
Good.
Yep.
Now this was the guy, Mark Bernard, who was the man of the hour a couple weeks ago against Pioneer. You blocked the field goal, take it all the way back, and I think if you could explain this, young sir, what does that say in the back there? It says it's too late. Is that because they're trailing you? Is that what that means?
It's too late. Like they can't catch me. Too late.
They can't catch you. How? Tell us about your team and what do people need to know about this group and these guys?
We got a great team here. Everybody in the league's always underestimating us, but we some dogs, and let's go.
Yeah, we are. And then every championship team needs a grunt guy, and Malachi Morris is a guy. You blocked the kick at the end. What happened?
We knew what we had to come to do. I knew it was going to come down to the very end. We knew it was going to be a dogfight all game, and our coaches led up a great game plan to block a field goal. We knew it was going to come down to that, and we went in there and we got through. We blocked it.
There's more work to be done. What do you guys need to do to win in the Sac Joaquin section playoffs?
Just keep playing as hard as we can. Just keep pushing. Yep.
Yeah, more to go. Check us out every day on SacBay.com. And here we are one more time with the Dixon Rams, the Golden Empire League champions.
Brian Mueller checking in Tuesday night for a first-round D3 matchup between 8-seed Woodland and 9-seed Placer. Very Halloween-y colors for the Wolves, and Woodland looking good early. Nami Garcia digs the serve. Mackenzie Barrios with the set, and then Garcia puts it away. Wolves up 14-11. But the Hillmen would have the high ground from there. Mackenzie Roeder with the dig. Emma Watkins puts it on a platter for Katie McAllister to absolutely obliterate the ball. Placer up 18-15. Hillman still up later in the set. McAllister and Kirsten Gillett puts this ball on an assembly line toward the net, and Gillett puts it where they ain't for the point. Placer wins the first set 25-17. And we got a yarn burner here at Woodland. In the second set, the Wolves get off to another good start. Isabella Fernandez digging the serve. Samantha Imbach sets it for Anya Castillo for the fingertip kill. Woodland up 10-7. But back come the Hillmen. Imbach blocks the spike, and this ball just hangs on the net until it drops back down on the Placer side. Watkins gets it to Claire Johnson for the kill. That makes it 24-19, and the Hillmen win the second set 25-22. Moving on to the third, and this one was all Placer. Not only does Gillett come up with a diving dig, it goes for a point as well. Hillman on the high side, 9-3. Match point here for Placer. McAllister digs. Watkins sets it for Gillett, and that will do it. Hillman take the third set 25-16 and advance to the second round with a 3-0 win.
Coming up, Sheldon looking to dethrone first place Jesuit.
Then semifinal games in the Sac Joaquin section volleyball playoffs with St. Francis and St. Mary's as 49ers Sac-Hi Sports continues.
The Jesuit Marauders enter the final game of the regular season, undefeated in league and 8-1 on the season. Senior Alexander Benham has 36 tackles this season on defense, allowing just 16 points a game.
And Jesuit taking on the Sheldon Huskies. Junior quarterback Josiah Machado has thrown 25 touchdowns and racked up over 2,000 passing yards this season. The Huskies needing a win to tie Jesuit for the league title. It's the Delta League title game on Friday night.
Gary Singh reporting here, Sheldon hosting Jesuit as Trenton Delwar warms up before the game. But it was the Huskies on the attack first. Josiah Machado passes it to Devin Green, who bounces off a tackler and turns on the Jets and takes it to the house. PAT no good, 6-0 Huskies. Delwar hands it off to Tatum Papas, who jukes a few tacklers for a big gain and is down inside the 10-yard line that will set up a Garrett McGriff touchdown, 7-6 Jesuit. Huskies with the ball, but not for long, as Jesuit plays a little pinball as it ends up in the hands of Jackson Hagopian, who makes the interception, and Jesuit starts to get the ball rolling. Sheldon punting to Hagopian, who races up the field and bounces to the outside to return it back for a touchdown, 21-6 Jesuit. Jesuit turning up the heat up on defense as Kai Wallen pops up in your screen, showing off one of his 5 sacks of the night. Big baller right now. Middle of the second quarter, Jesuit up 21-6 as McGriff takes the handoff and goes up the field for the 37-yard touchdown. Looks like he's in cruise control for the night. Dewar with a nice find to McGriff for another connection and touchdown, makes it 41-6 Jesuit. Then it's Reed Dwarler who hands it off to Jagger Shaddix, who punches in for another touchdown for Jesuit. The Marauders dirtying up the waters with another sack by their defensive line. Nelson Jack Hermert with this sack. But Sheldon not giving up and showing some fighting spirit. Machado to Jeremy Solman, who goes up and pulls it down for the touchdown and still yelling, showing off that Husky power. Marauders win big, 48-18. McGriff leads the way with 4 total touchdowns.
Brian Mueller saying hello from Wood High School Thursday night, where there was a lot more than pride on the line. 3-seed Vacaville Christian and 6-seed Bradshaw Christian playing for a trip to the semis in D5. The Falcons in control early. Faith Martinez with a long set to Kira Martin, who puts it away. 14-3 VC. Set point for the Falcons. This time it's Olivia Immel to Martin. Martin using some placement over power. Vacaville Christian wins the first set 25-15. The Pride trying to regroup in the second. Sydney Nineheis, a little dig action. Look at this crafty shot from Mackenzie Tatterin. Somehow finds the corner that ties it at 8. Later in the set, the Falcons back on top and looking for more. Immel to Martin, and she pummels this for a point, 18-13. Still in the second, Tatterin with a nice dig to keep this point alive. But on the other side, Immel sharing the wealth a little and sets up Kelsey Trumbull, and that's trouble for the Pride. Vacaville Christian takes the second set 25-20. To the third now, things looking good for Bradshaw Christian. Megan Brown digging. Nineheis sets it for Brooklyn Zapiri, and that finds the line. The Pride up 24-17, but that's when the Falcons went to work. Martinez the dig. Immel sets it for Martin, and she knows what to do at this point. It's 24-21. Falcons down by just 2 now, and Martin is all over the place. The big block, and Vacaville Christian is within a point. They would tie it at 25. The Falcons have match point here at 27-26, and Mackenzie West closes it out with an ace. An incredible third set comeback for Vacaville Christian. They win in straight sets and will face Bret Hart in the semis Tuesday night.
Parker Ream coming to you from the CIF Sac Joaquin section quarterfinals. It's 6-seeded St. Mary's taking on 3-seeded St. Francis, and we take you to the first point. The Rams get starting on defense. Nicole Butt rejects that one. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We fast forward 13-7. Truby's Carly Padilla, the set to Caroline Foraker, who tries to send it home, but a block from Cambria Waits. Ball pops up in the air, and Waits is tired of waiting for this point to end. She slams it home. St. Mary's holding tight, but the Trubies would put their foot on the gas. Padilla to Alkire on the outside, who put some mustard on it right here. The kill extends the St. Francis lead. Right here, Waits the dig to Megan Kagahiro, looking for Audrey Arnado on the outside, but the Trubies get some revenge on the defensive side. Padilla with the block, which leads to set point. Padilla to Alkire right here on the outside, and she puts it away. Trubies take the first set 25-16. Second set we go 10-8 St. Francis. Padilla finds Olivia Mlickerton on the outside, who buries it in open space, but St. Mary's wouldn't give up. Check out this play. Justine Palmones the dig. Padilla the no-looker, but what a diving dig by Kagahiro, and an even better no-look punch over the net from Nicole. Could be the play of the week. I don't know. We'll see later in the show. But St. Francis would come out top in the second. It's Olivia on the outside, just tips it over as the Trubies take the second set. In the third, match point. Absolute chaos for both teams, trying not to give it up, but it's the senior who also sings the national anthem, Carly Padilla, that puts it away and sends the Trubies to the semis along with Sophia Alkire's team high 13 kills.
Our goal is state, so I mean, we're trying to do as best as we can. Whatever comes our way, we're ready.
Each week we present the Scholar Athlete Award.
This week's Scholar Athlete Award goes to Maddie Walker from Davis Water Polo. Maddie sports an impressive 4.4 GPA and will play next season at the University of Santa Barbara. Coming up, Jonah Coleman and his Lincoln Trojans play St. Mary's for the Tri-City League title.
Then it's Rosemont meeting Bradshaw Christian. You're watching 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Don't wait to put an end to junk sleep. Get early access to Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale and save up to $500 when you get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase. Unjunk your sleep, only at Mattress Firm.
Where can you find hope? Hope that will help you manage the stress and anxiety brought on by COVID-19. Hope lives here in California at Cal Hope. Wherever you are, whenever you need to talk to someone, call the Cal Hope Warm Line at 833-317-HOPE. That's 833-317-4673. And visit calhope.org. Hope lives here.
We got next, we ready to flex, we're ready to rock, headed to the top. We got next, can't settle for less. I'ma need your best, so give it all you got.
Kennedy Schoenauer makes space with 4 defenders around her and fires from 31 yards out and hits it perfectly.
Can't settle for less. I'ma need your best, so give it all you got. We got next, number 1, numero uno, front page in the news. Yeah, now you know. For the win, blood, sweat, tears in the gym, harder than the rest.
49ers Sac-Hi Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stanford Healthcare, #1 in Northern California for orthopedics. And by SunPower, proud sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers.
The Tri-County League will be decided on the final game of the regular season. St. Mary's and Lincoln of Stockton both come into the week with 4-0 league records. That 5th win is for it all.
For it all. The game is our second SunPower Electric game tonight, and our Parker Ream was there.
Electric game.
Parker Ream coming to you from Lincoln of Stockton, where it's rivalry week, and you know both of these teams are fired up. I saw something on social media I got to show you guys. It's St. Mary's talking some smack before the game. 10 years of rivalry is what they were saying. That's because they've won every single matchup since 2005. The Trojans look to change that today. Behind Jonah Coleman in the run game, we'll see if they can get it done. You guys know the drill. It's Lincoln taking on St. Mary's in this week's SunPower Electric game.
Seems like that open shot spoke for itself. First quarter, after a block punt, it was Jonah Coleman, the Arizona commit, taking it in for the 6-yard score. Lincoln gets on the board for 7-0. And just as rivalry games go, we see an answer. Later in the quarter, Cruz Herrera rolls out, has open space in front of him. A little shush to the Trojans he gives in the end zone right here. Comes back and just be quiet. We have a game to play. Both defenses were holding tight with 2 seconds left in the half. A 36-yard field goal off the post for Matthew Kane. 10-7 Rams at the half. The second half is where things got interesting. It's Coleman taking the handoff, finds a hole, and he is gone. Walking into the end zone. Touchdown Lincoln, and the Trojans go up 14-10. But St. Mary's again finds an answer. Herrera running around all night long. This play no different. Trying to find anything, just throws up an absolute prayer off his back foot. Good thing that prayer was answered. Jason Calvin on the receiving end of it, 64 yards to put the Rams up 17-14. The Rams fans were chanting, "He can't throw." But Kenyon Nelson, I mean, that throw looked pretty good to me. What do I know? Tyrone DeLoney is all alone. A perfect ball, and the Trojans go up 20-17 in the fourth. Coleman takes it again and reaches across the goal line. 27-17 Lincoln. With 6 minutes to go, it looks like Lincoln will finally break the streak, but not so fast, my friend. 2 minutes to go, 4th and goal. Herrera drops back, can't take a sack, so he won't. Off his back foot, and look who it is. It's Jason Calvin again, clutch pitch and catch, 27-24. A failed onside kick needing a stop. 3rd down for Lincoln. Nelson trying to make something happen, but it's Andrew Andrade with the pick. What? The Rams now have possession. So the first play after the interception, Herrera has time, no scramble needed. Easy throw to Nasiri Danielson for the go-ahead score, 31-27. We flip ahead, last chance for Lincoln. And the dagger, so nice, you had to see it twice. Joshua Watkins seals the 17th straight win for St. Mary's in an improbable but exciting finish. I caught up with Cruz Herrera after the crazy game.
Nothing's like, I mean, blowouts are cool, like you love winning, but a game like that down to the wire, that's one of the first ones we had to play this year. And I mean, our guy just showed a ton of heart.
Luke Galindo reporting from Bradshaw Christian as they get ready to take on Rosemont for their final game of the season. This game decides who walks away with the league title. Rockland with the first possession to pass from Joseph Ortiz to Shannon Malone for a touchdown. They miss the extra point, but Rosemont gets on the board early to make it 6-0. Bradshaw marches their way down the field, now within the 5-yard line. This ball is handed off to Anthony Tornatore, who barrels his way in for a touchdown. The Pride able to get the ball back, and it's handed off to Anthony again, who is off to the races, defenders diving at his feet, but that doesn't stop Anthony. He gets in the end zone for a touchdown, 13-6 Bradshaw. Once again, Bradshaw is able to get the ball within the 5-yard line. This ball is handed off to Anthony once again. That's his third touchdown of the night. He definitely seems to be a favorable target at the goal line. Rosemont now with the ball near their goal line. The ball is pitched to Michael Cherry, who stumbles his way into the end zone. Rosemont still trailing in this one, 20-12. Bradshaw has a quick response as quarterback Brantley Larson takes it in himself for a touchdown to extend their lead, 27-12. Bradshaw not quite done yet. Dylan Forbeck takes the ball in the backfield, who cuts towards the middle of the field past defenders. He is off to the races, but unfortunately for Dylan, he steps out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They are unable to get the touchdown, but they are able to get some points as this field goal is up, and it is good. The ball is handed off to Anthony Tornatore, who follows his blockers, races towards the end zone for a touchdown. If you haven't been keeping track, that's his 4th touchdown of the night. Very impressive. For Bradshaw 36, Rosemont 12.
Remember, all of the game footage we shoot is available for purchase on our website. Go to 49ersac-sports.com and we will send it to you digitally.
So you get the whole game video?
The whole game video every time we press record and stop. Okay. We'll give it all.
Delivered right to your email?
Yes.
Fantastic. Follow us on social media for lots of fun and exciting content. Our Instagram story is a great way to keep updated on scores, news, and a whole lot more. 49ers.Sac-Hi is our handle on Instagram and Twitter.
Coming up, Vacaville takes on Wood.
Then it's Tokay taking on Lodi in the pool. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports will be back in a moment.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. It's been very entertaining to see how the Monticello Empire League has played out. Now, there is just one team left undefeated in league entering Week 10. The Vacaville Bulldogs come into the final week of the regular season 4-0 in league and need a win over Wood to take sole possession of the league title.
Yeah, the Wildcats have just one loss on the season, so a win means the Wildcats would be in a tie with Vacaville and Vanden for the crown. Vacaville taking on crosstown rival Wood Friday night.
The big rivalry game in Vacaville called the Black and Blue Bowl with Vacaville and Will C. Wood, but this one is for more than bragging rights. It's for the league title. Vacaville already up 7-0 in the first when Darian Leon Guerrero does Darian Leon Guerrero things. Sheesh, that stiff arm, 14-0 Vacaville after one. Second quarter, the Wood offense on the field. Watch out for Blake Espino. The two-way star flies in for the sack to score 17-0 at the half. The Vacaville student section out in full force. I'm told that's a TikTok thing. Ryan Vaughn hands it off to Leon Guerrero, who gets on the outside and scores 23-0 Bulldogs. Wood looking to get something going. With 5 minutes to go in the third, the snap is botched. Ken Tilford picks it up, throws off 1 foot to Nate Martinez, and he picks up the first down. But the Wood drive stalls now in the fourth. Vaughn, a beautiful crosser to Roman Price. Price also would have a great night on defense. The price is right, and the score is 30-0 Dogs. And I'm going to show you one more Darian Leon Guerrero run. This one with the stiff arm, and Darian knows exactly where that camera is. Vaughn with a 230-yard game under center throws a dart to Anthony Whitaker. Then we saw him with the sack earlier in these highlights. Here is Blake Espino scoring his second touchdown, extending the Bulldog lead to 38. But the Wildcats would avoid the shutout thanks to its defense. Lance Treat forces the fumble. The ball rolls back. Matthew Kamar is the one to pick it up and score. But that was all she wrote for the Wildcats as Vacaville wins it 38-7 to take home the Monticello Empire League title. Blake Espino says it was well earned.
I mean, we've been working a year and a half of this straight. We barely had any weeks off, any practices off. It's amazing. We've worked our butts off this whole season, and we've been thinking about this game for a while. It means a lot lot. Vacaville, we got the name on our shirts for a reason. I'm really proud of our team.
Parker Ream coming to you from Tokay High School Thursday afternoon. The Battle of Lodi in the last game of the regular season. It was Lodi that struck first. Anthony Selly, an absolute rocket, and no Selly needed after that one. 1-0 Flames. Up 3-0 now. A scrum for the ball, and you don't see that often. Henry Bayan just pushes that one in. Easy goal for him. And Tokay's on the board, but the Flames were hot on Thursday. Selly once more, another strong shot past the keeper. Lodi was rolling or swimming. Nonetheless, they led 6-1 after one. Tokay had some playmakers though. Camden Perkins gets it, sees an opportunity, and takes it 6-2. But Lodi took an 8-4 lead into the half. 9-5 here. Braden enter. Permission to enter. Permission granted. He puts it away. 10-5. Tokay still looking for something on offense, though. Perkins gets it again. Top shelf. Nice shot. But Lodi was just flaming hot Thursday. Jackson Stillwell to Corbin Reed right here, who sneaks it past the keeper as Lodi pulls away and wins the Battle of Lodi 18-6.
Coming up, the play of the week. This one is really good, but will it be the play of the week? Stick around to find out.
But first, take a look at our Sac-Joaquin section top 10 football poll.
Time now for the play of the week.
It's our madman, Mark Willis, showing you some contenders first and then awarding the play we thought was the best of the best.
Let's start off with some water polo. Chuck Jolly redirects the shot into the goal. Beautiful play there. How about Vacaville's Darian Leon Guerrero with the stiffest of stiff arms? Get off me. Boom. No, how about this one? Dominic Soares of Granite Bay, the leaping, diving interception for the Grizzlies. Very nice. I like this one by Kirsten Jolt of Placerville. A little upset special as she uses the one arm, hits it off the tape. It rolls in for the point. But the play of the week goes to this guy of Sacramento, Lamar Radcliffe. He's quick, he's fast, he's strong, he's elusive. He does it all. The man can score. It's Lamar Radcliffe of Sacramento High. You get the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports for this week. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Braunstein. Please join us next week for the story of the Natomas volleyball player who was homeless before her luck suddenly changed. We'll see you then.